How is it going today, everybody? Definitely my first take on this. Eddie Hates Anime here.
100%.
And today I have a great, amazing person as my guest, TKDono. Say hi to the people.
Yo, it's your boy.
All right!
Your favorite degenerate.
Well, every weeb's a degenerate.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, today we're
I'm
going...
just the favorite one, though.
That's fair. We're going to be doing a villain tier list, and since I don't want to take 50 hours, there's only like 30 people here, I think, which still is kind of a lot now that I'm thinking about it. But here are the tiers. Satan tier for the worst of the worst, or best of the best, depending on how you think of it. There's amazing, pretty good, mid, not good, and poop for the worst or the best, like I said. And let's just start it off.
The goodest villain? I don't know. It's weird thinking of it in perspective. It's like
I guess we can
the
rate
worst
them
tier is the
as
best person.
characters. Should we just rate them as characters?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, because if you think about it, some of these people in context aren't actually quote unquote villains,
Yeah.
just antagonists. So
all right, so the first one is Giovanni. This picture is from Pokemon Origins, mainly because I don't care for him in the actual anime, because I don't like the actual anime. But
all right.
in Origins, he was pretty good. In the manga, the Pokemon manga is actually amazing, so I might just go off of that. Have you read or watched Pokemon Origins or the manga?
I've read some of the manga, but not
Okay.
to the point of which I've seen Giovanni.
Oh, okay. Well,
Origins, he's pretty good in Origins.
yeah, in Origins, I'd say he's pretty good. Might as well just put him in pretty good then.
He's pretty good. We said pretty good enough.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think that's where he belongs.
Saving that for last.
YouTube is Satan tier because they will screw you. Oh, what? You're just gonna get rid of it like that? Wow.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. I guess YouTube is in Satan tier, and we probably all know why. If you watch YouTube enough, you know why. Every creator mentions it.
Yeah.
Next is Joker.
Sorry, YouTube, we love you, but we also hate you.
Yeah. I need my 4,000 watch hours. Why is it 4,000 watch hours? It's so much.
I don't. It's like you're at like the one of the lower levels. Like, okay, if you get to 1,000 subs, you're not at the lowest level. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, it's like up to millions of people, which 4,000 watch hours would be easy for them. But if you come down to this part of the freaking scale, spectrum, abacus, whatever, like it's unfeasible. But apparently, people can do it. So that's what we're doing now.
I'm just gonna start making like a hour-long tier list video every week, and then if people watch, if 4,000 people watch one, I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Okay, next is Joker from the newest Joker movie. I actually really enjoyed the movie. I thought he was a great, complex character. So I don't know where you think he is. What do you think?
I've actually never seen the movie.
Oh.
So, based on the memes, I say amazing. But, like, I've never gotten to see the movie.
Okay, I was going to put him in Satan tier. Not like... Well, he's obviously evil because stuff he's done, but, like... In the movie, they kind of make you understand him a little bit.
Okay.
Because, of course, we've never seen, like, Joker's origin before, so this is, like, a take on it. So I was going to put him Satan tier for, like, being a good character, but Amazing's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that. Shoot, like I'm just gonna take your word for it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, yeah, I've definitely seen this movie that everyone loves because I'm cool. But like, yeah, man, he seems legit, and the memes are funny, so we're good.
I think we're gonna both agree on this one. Madara.
Oh, Satan tier?
Yeah, he's amazing, fam.
Yes, but okay. I know that Sosuke may or may not watch this video. He doesn't believe Madara's a villain. Blah blah blah. That's just Satan tier.
He's a villain.
He's amazing.
And, the moment that I fell in love with Madara's character was the moment when he's against the 5 Kage. And he's like, do you want my clones to use Susanoo as well or not? Or something like that. And that was just that.
He's like, do I need to go all out or not?
That just showed how extra overpowered this man was. And him losing was kind of stupid in the end, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Next, we have the...
good always has to win.
Yeah. The most villainous villain, I guess... The most negative villain, Frieza. I mean, as a character,
Frieza,
I guess he works for
ultimate.
a villain. Like, you can't complain about Frieza as a villain.
Yeah, but like you also have to take into account he's an amazing villain. One of my favorite characters in the entirety of the Dragon Ball series franchise, whatever you want to call it. But he's short. So I think because of his height, he deserves to be in mid tier.
Okay, I put him in mid. I was gonna put him in poop because girls don't like guys that are short. So Frieza's just never gonna get anybody in life. So
just take the L.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to take the L. All right, next we have Shigaraki. Have you read have you read the My Hero manga at all, like recently?
No, because okay. Don't hate me for this. I am anime only when it comes to.
That's fine.
I know
that's fine.
It's a sin. I'm sorry.
I actually think that's fine. I just read it because I really didn't feel like watching the rest of season 4. Because when I got into a little bit of the Gentle Criminal arc, I didn't really like it. So I just decided to speed read it, and then I decided to read the rest because it got interesting. The last 2 arcs have been really nice. Shigaraki's pretty cool right now. I think he's a lot better now as a villain than he was before. But before, he was still, I guess, a good villain.
Kind of low tier. Kind of,
Yeah, okay. Puppet. Yeah, that actually, he's more low tier than I was going to give him credit for.
Because, All For One's the one pulling the strings,
Yeah. And even now in the manga, I can't really, whatever. Yeah, I just put him in mid.
Mid? Yeah, that seems legit. Meet in the middle. He seems like a meet in the middle kind of guy.
Oh, I'm excited. Aizen. I love Aizen so much.
Aizen? Wow.
From Bleach?
Everyone get ready to hate me in the comments because I haven't seen more than 3 episodes of Bleach.
Well, I think we're done for today, guys. I'm going to leave the... Oh gosh, I accidentally...
I'm sorry. Listen, I've seen Naruto too many times. It's a crime. I realize.
Fam,
It's like, I'll respect.
See, the thing is, there's
I could deal with not liking One Piece, but no Bleach.
Wait, you don't like One Piece?
No, what? I have an entire video where I explain why I hate One Piece.
No! What have I done by agreeing to by asking you to be on this video?
I don't know. You committed a crime.
No! Oh, wait a minute. I'm the guy who always talks shit about shonen. I should be happy.
You should be.
Well, okay. See, I noticed on Twitter and just anime community in general, there's always the Bleach stans and then the Naruto fans and then there's the One Piece fans on the side. Because I've noticed Bleach and Naruto are always against each other.
They are.
I like them both. I kind of almost like them both equally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just think both sides are kind of stupid, but that's kind of in everything.
Whoa. I can understand calling Bleach stupid.
Not stupid. No, not the show. I say the fans take it too far sometimes.
Well, yeah, I can agree with that.
But since you haven't seen Bleach, I'm automatically putting him in Satan tier, and you can't do anything about it.
Well, I guess so. Shoot.
Next, we have Part 3 Dio. Have you watched?
Satan tier.
Okay.
Wait, no, we need a new tier. We need Dio tier, legendary tier. Okay, that man is amazing.
That'll take too much time to do because I'm stupid when it comes to tier lists. Normally I let Tyler do them. So there's an imaginary tier up here, guys. Just imagine he's up there.
Dio tier.
Yeah, it's called Dio. Dio tier.
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh my god, I love Dio.
Okay, next, not really a villain, but Broly from the newest Broly movie, because that's what this picture is.
I love that movie. I saw it in the theaters with my dad.
Yo, same here.
Yeah, man.
Well, not with my dad. Actually, with my church pastor. That sounds kind of weird now that I'm saying it like that.
It's like, is he a priest?
He told me to take a little trip with him. He threw me in his car. And, I don't remember the stuff that he did to me that night, but hey, I got to watch the Broly movie.
Yeah.
Let's go. As a character, I thought he was compared to, because I loved the original Broly movie and the original Broly, but as a character, newer Broly had so much better development and I guess more reasons to be sympathetic of him. So I think it's
he feels like less of a meathead in a sense.
Yeah, as much as I did love original Broly being like that, it's well, they're not really. I'd say they're not as comparable in that sense. I just think that he is a way better character, and
yeah, I get that.
As an not even as an antagonist, I guess as a character,
he's not really even a villain. It's his dad that was in the dirt. He
just got unlucky. I want to put him in amazing. or even Satan tier. That sounds so weird saying Satan tier.
Satan
Broly.
tier.
Does amazing work?
Yeah, amazing works because Satan tier. He's not like evil. I feel like you
Yeah.
have to be evil or malicious to be in
Yeah.
Satan tier.
Yeah. Okay, next. Have you seen Angel Beats?
No, we were talking about this the other day. It was on my.
Oh,
Netflix.
yeah.
And like I just.
Okay, plug your ears because I'm about to say something for the people that have seen Angel Beats.
La la la.
Okay, so this character, some people are going to be like, oh, she's not a villain. But at the start of the series, she was portrayed as one, so shut the hell up. And as a character, I would put her in the highest of tiers, but since she's not Satan tier, they literally call her Angel, I'm going to put her in amazing.
An amazing tier?
Yeah, I actually think I rate Angel Beats so highly, fam. Like,
I'll trust you, man. I haven't seen it. I can't really disagree or agree. Shoot.
Yeah, let's go. I didn't have to. I should have actually just sent you these before, but I don't think of other people besides myself. I'm a bit narcissistic. I have a God complex. Yeah,
I got off of work, and then he was like, "Hey, get in here," and then he shoved my mic in front of me and like put my headphones on, and now this is not a call for help. Definitely not a call for help, but yeah.
He's actually in the trunk right now with the mic. I'm driving to the graveyard to bury him. But it's definitely not in the middle of Los Angeles at this coordinate. Not.
It's like, why are you trying to give people my location?
Okay.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot. Okay, next we have Hisoka.
Hisoka, it's Hisoka, you animal. You
I'm so sorry, Hisoka. My bad. I just said it as a normie weeb that just started watching dubbed anime. And it was like, is that Hisoka or Sasuke?
Oh my gosh, it's Sasuke. Naruto.
Oh, dude,
oh my God.
Naruto is my pet peeve. Bro, that's actually my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Naruto.
My mom got me she found something Dragon Ball, and she was like, "Isn't that the Yu-Gi-Oh anime you watch?" And I wanted to die. I wanted to die.
It's like, Mom, you have let me down.
Yeah. I wanted to go somewhere higher. Mainly just because we know he hasn't like shown his full power anytime. He's just kind of mysterious.
The release anime, at least.
And he's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And as an antagonist, he kind of does get in the way, but also I don't know. I just feel like you can't.
Grow.
Yeah, I feel like you can't hate his character.
No, he's a legendary individual. I personally would shove him up there with Dio because not only is he an amazing villain, a quote unquote villain, antagonist, whatever you want to say, but he could totally be a JoJo's character.
Yes! Dude, he totally could be. He fits right in there with Giorno Giovanna and Passion.
Yes, amazing.
Fam, I actually remember I said this because one time I was hanging out with one of my friends and we were watching I think we were watching Hunter x Hunter, or he was showing me something Hunter x Hunter, and I was like, bro, Hisoka is the one character that's not from JoJo's that would fit in the best with the JoJo's characters.
Yes, it's just even his clothes, the whole aesthetic that he is rocking is just.
Fam, he could have totally been a joke. What would his stand be? Would his stand just be bungee gum, kind of like Hermit Purple?
I don't know. It'd probably be. It would look like an inflatable guy at freaking car dealerships. You know, that's what I'm imagining. Just because he's like his whole aesthetic is like fun and kind of kid-like. You know.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Isaiah, however you say his last name, from Durarara. Not sure if you've seen it.
I have not. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I was gonna actually rank him off of how good of a character he is, but my avatar actually stole his jacket, so I think that just puts him in Satan's tier automatically.
Oh, automatically. If you're rocking the clothes and he's clearly someone of culture.
All right, next we have not an anime person. I hope you guys have noticed that by now. This is Kingpin from Daredevil, the Netflix series.
Awesome. Kingpin in general was a great villain, so just stick him up there.
Yeah, Kingpin just in any media, I've always loved him. He's just one of those dudes. He actually I noticed he started off more of as a Spider-Man villain, but now most people put him with Daredevil, and I think that's actually kind of fair because Spider-Man has way too many good villains already.
Yeah, that's true.
Next we have Garo.
Spider-Man villains are great.
Yes, dude. Okay, 1 second. This has nothing to do with anime, so don't hate me. But everyone, Spider-Man has some of the best villains in all of comics. They have the Sinister Six amazing villains all on their own that all have like backstories and all these crazy things, not including stupid freaking redos and all this stuff because comics are weird. This is why I switched to anime and manga, because they don't have 50 million storylines and shared universes. True. But yeah,
One Piece. I'm sorry, my bad. Just gotta clear that on my throat real fast. Continue.
Okay, next we have Garo from One Punch Man. I want to put him in either amazing or Satan tier, just because I think Garo is absolutely amazing. I don't think he has like any super deep philosophical motives as much as Garo stands like to say. I think that, because you know what happened, right? Have you watched One Punch Man season 2 at least? Because I
have not seen season 2.
Okay,
everyone's like, it's not very good.
Well, I think it was okay. But the thing about Garo is like, I mean, I'm not gonna explain this the best, and I already know the Garo stands are gonna hate me. But so pretty much when this backstory shows him as a kid, and they played heroes versus villains, and one kid was the hero. They made him the villain, and the whole class hated him. They beat him up because he was the villain. And then he also noticed that like he saw like villain go against some heroes. The villain was winning, but the heroes had to team up to take him down. And he saw other kids be like, "Oh, that hero's so cool. He totally beat up the villain." And he's like, "But the villain was winning. They needed help and all this stuff." And he just noticed that people, I guess, hated villains, which I think is understandable. I actually don't know where I was going with this. I was trying to make him seem like a great character. He is a good character, though, in my opinion. And he goes out of his way to turn into a monster just so he can be the greatest monster there is as a human, I guess. I fucking
that
suck
explanation
at
was kind of terrible. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That was the worst explanation
go watch the show
of my life. I
understand.
Oh, I feel so bad. I know for a fact there's Garo fans that follow me because I did a whole video praising Garo and calling him God.
Oh wow, Godro.
Oh man, this is what happens when you don't watch an anime or read a manga for so long, and you think you know what you're talking about going in. If I would have known my explanation would have been that bad, I would have at least looked up what happened.
Yeah, now you just gotta rewatch it. It's an excuse to rewatch it.
Well, I don't want to rewatch season 2. Season 2 was shit. I put him in pretty good. I'll put him pretty good, just to not piss off any of the sides. I already know how to piss off somebody with that.
Yeah, just the explanation is gonna make everyone rage in the comments. It's like, how dare you not do justice to our Lord and Savior?
Yeah, how dare you not explain the whole chapter dedicated to him sucking off Saitama? My bad, guys. My bad. I forgot. Next we have Gentle Criminal from My Hero Academia Season 4.
That guy is great, but he's a crappy villain.
Exactly. That's exactly how I think about it, because everyone praises him as a villain. I didn't think he was a great villain, but I did like his character. And as a YouTuber type of person, we can relate to him.
Yeah, 100%.
So, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I felt like sad when he was like, "Nobody's watching me,"
Oh, like, yeah. And his relationship with that one girl was kind of creepy, but it was kind of wholesome at the same time. And they were overpowered for a little bit, I guess. I feel like that whole arc, though, could have just not happened, and I still would have been fine. I don't know, but that's a conversation for a different time. And while we're on the topic, another My Hero villain, Overhaul. Ooh. I think he's overrated, to be honest. I thought he was cool at first.
I actually agree.
Yeah, because I thought he was a good villain, like, overall, I guess, for as far as My Hero villains go. But he didn't, like... I don't know, he didn't, like... bring me to understand him that much or anything, and I honestly
it's kind of like I'm evil.
Yeah, and kind of like with that whole season 4 in general, I just found myself kind of getting a little bit bored in the arc. So like maybe it's not as much his fault as it is that arc, but
I will give credit where credit is due, though, because this whole plan was like, oh, we're going to jack everyone's quirk and then profit off of it and just, like, we're going to sell it. Like, hey, you want your quirk back? Take this,
Yeah, the whole scheme was nice. And the fact that he, like, got the League of Villains to, like, kind of go higher, I guess, because before they weren't really crap. And he kind of got them a little bit higher. And then even after this arc, because there's a whole villain arc in My Hero, the manga, they kind of like realize like, okay, the way we're doing things, we're not getting anywhere with like just us. We need an army.
Oh,
So
wow, okay.
it kind of leads into My Hero right now, which is kind of hectic and whatnot. But I say I wouldn't put him in amazing, but this is another one that I say is pretty good or even mid.
Yeah, I would put him in pretty good.
All right, yeah. I think the battle against Lemillion was better than the battle against Deku, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of debatable because I really liked how he and Eri worked together to defeat.
Yeah,
Overhaul.
that was kind of cool.
Nice.
I just think
like the million was a bit more like emotionally impactful, you know?
Yeah, and it was more of like because I know season 4 is supposed to prove that Deku is like a hero himself, but I feel like they proved it more for Lemillion.
Yeah, honestly though, it's like, hey, look, Muriel's amazing. It's like, but wait, the protagonist is over here, guys. Remember?
Yeah. Next we have Seto Kaiba, one of the OGs in the game. For many people, I don't think he's a villain. I think he's a misunderstood protagonist, and Yugi is actually the villain.
Is Yugi the villain?
Oh, if Yugi's the villain, he's up there in Satan tier. Just saying.
Oh my god.
Because the heart of the cards is cheating, and cheating is horrible.
That's true. Low key, heart of the cards is plot armor. Like Kaiba has outsmarted Yugi hundreds of times. Then it's like, oh, heart of the cards, sucker.
You know, the only time where I found myself really pissed off at Seto was the time when he threatened to like kill himself.
Oh yeah, that was kind of cheap, but still.
It was still. I mean, I guess it was good for Yugi's development though, because I really in season 1 I was so invested in the whole like dual, like 2 people in one body thing. So
yeah, I thought that was
it helped with that. I would put him in Satan tier just because he's like amazing.
Just because he's amazing, yeah, I can go with that.
But not amazing,
and also,
amazing tier.
The whole like threatening to commit suicide thing, like after all the cheap BS Yugi's gotten away with, I feel like he deserved to pull one of those.
That's fair. That's fair. And I don't know, just throughout the whole series, even though like the whole like, because we all know like the whole Egyptian story stuff, and they're like Seto's in there too. So I was about to say like he meddles in where he doesn't belong, but he is still in the prophecy. So like, it just all comes together. And low key, Yu-Gi-Oh's underrated for its story.
Yeah, he's on my wall. Like freaking Yami is on
dope.
My wall.
That is dope. Next, another villain or not, depending on how you see him, Itachi. I will say, I still think to this day that him being written as a hero was last minute, but I love it that way.
Really?
I think he wasn't supposed to be a hero in the end. I think he wrote him at first just as a straight up villain.
Huh. I mean, that's a thought-provoking thing, but like it kind of ties everything together. In all honesty,
yeah, I think it works better as him being a hero, anyways. So I'm glad that it happened that way. And
yeah,
even for Sasuke's development, it helped a lot. As much as I don't, this might trigger some people, but I don't really like Sasuke that much. You know, to be fair, I liked him so much in original Naruto, and I actually like him a lot in the Boruto manga because I don't watch the anime. Screw that. But in Shippuden, I just couldn't find myself to like him that much because I felt like he was being really selfish.
Yeah,
but,
not to mention he's hardly there, you know?
Yeah. But Itachi, back to Itachi, even before he was a hero, as a villain, he was so, like, scary. With his like, genjutsu and stuff. Yes. Yeah. And his voice, oh my god, everything about him was so great. And then the hero thing just kind of topped his character off. It made him so much better. I'm Satan tier?
Satan tier.
Yeah. Okay, next we got cut his face off, but Yoshikage Kira, the man that is 33 years old, and I'm not continuing that. Okay.
Why does his age matter all of a sudden?
Oh no, because you know the whole like meme, the I am 33 years old. I live in the west whatever sign of Morio. Yeah. I used to have memorized all of that, but I don't anymore, and I'm glad I don't because I would have said the whole thing. Yoshikage Kira, ooh, this is interesting. I really like him as a villain, and he's a lot different than the rest of the JoJo's villains. Because like
100%. He
doesn't outright show that he's a villain. He like tries to have the quiet life, and he almost got away with it too. And I feel like he's a lot smarter than other villains too. Part 4 in general, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like the first half of Part 4. which is like,
That's fair.
sue me. I'm sorry.
No, that's
But
fair.
like
That's fair.
he kind of brought it back from the depths of like kind of crashing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sweet, we have this good villain.
You know what
Now
I
we have
think?
a little more
So
interest in the story.
I think the first half of part 4, people are going to be so technical about this, but I consider it kind of filler, even though I know it's like manga canon and whatnot. Because filler is in the part, like, it doesn't progress the part forward, but it does give us a look at, because the Morio is like the main character of part 4, so it shows the town, we get to meet everybody, and I feel like it does kind of help in the end. I don't know. I just feel like the first half is more slice of life, and then the end is like cat and mouse type of thing. Yeah. But I do agree. The first half was kind of slow, not like slow, like part 3 slow, but well, I think the first half part 3 was really slow. At least that's just me, though.
I don't know. I love part 3, so I might just be a little biased.
That's fair. But as a villain, I have to say Yoshikage Kira is also Satan tier. I think he's amazing.
I think he's amazing too, but we also just keep putting everyone in amazing. So we kind of need to pick at him a little more.
So,
okay.
What do you mean? We want to put him in amazing or like dissect him?
I don't want to put him in like pretty good because he is amazing towards the end. He's like, smart. He changes his face, everything. I'm sorry if I spoiled that for you guys watching, but he is a kind of god tier individual at the end. But for the beginning, he's kind of just a generic serial killer,
That is true.
He's like, oh yeah, every once in a while I'll cut off someone's hand. It's like, oh no, serial killer, It's like, I need more from an anime villain,
Yeah. And another thing is he really wouldn't have gotten as far as he did without his dad.
Yeah, or his stand,
That too. Well, I mean, I would hope so. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I will say though, I will agree, pretty good, I guess, works, but his outfit game is on point. His ties, amazing.
That's true.
I was gonna wear a Yoshikage Kira tie that I bought to a dance this year, and then quarantine happened. So
rip. That sucks, dude. But yeah, the man's fashion is definitely on fleek.
And his stand's kind of cool looking. His stand is kind of overpowered though. I think Bites the Dust was an ass pull.
It's a little busted, and it has like so many abilities too. So
that's he just has these abilities, and they don't really explain. Well, I guess they explain Bites the Dust, but they don't really explain Sheer Heart Attack. Because besides, I think Diavolo and a few other people, there's not really anybody with sub stands. And Diavolo's could be argued, because I did a whole podcast on this with someone else on my other podcast. It could be argued that Diavolo's epitaph is actually just Doppio's stand, and King Crimson is Diavolo's stand. But that's like a whole little like in-depth Doppio Diavolo conversation I had, and I'm not going to try and go through that again. Because there's so many questions. Like we did a whole like 2-hour thing on Doppio and Diavolo because there's so many things you could like ask yourself about it, and like
that makes sense.
But next villain, another Naruto one, Gaara.
Gaara was a good antagonist. I don't know about villain.
I
mean, technically he did kill fools, but like I don't know. It's, what do you think?
Well, first off, I'm gonna say Chunin Exams is one of the best arcs in all of anime.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Second off,
it is a good work.
Yeah, Gaara. See, up to the point where we come to Gaara, we know a little bit about Naruto. We know something about the Nine-Tailed Fox, and Naruto is literally just the other side of Gaara. If you took a different path, so the fact that these two are so similar yet so different makes it that much cooler. Gaara makes the whole story, the whole thing, that much better. I think. I say Satan tier, even though we're putting everyone in Satan tier. I just think he's that good. But amazing.
And he contributes later on in the story too. He's like
also when he's a good person, he's good too at that. I think he looks stupid in Boruto, but we're not gonna blame Boruto for anything because Boruto is
kind of low tier in general. Yeah. I mean, there's some good things about Boruto, but that's an entirely different story for an entire.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying the manga, not as much as like Naruto, but I think it's like enjoyable. But,
yeah, that makes sense.
Next, we got Dabi from My Hero Academia as well.
Dabi's legit.
Dabi is.
If he isn't a part of Shoto's family, that's kind of messed.
Yeah, no, I really hope they go with that. As much as like a manga writer would probably be like, oh, the fans are all expecting it, I might as well not do it. I think he might as well just do it.
Yeah, honestly, it just fits so perfectly,
Exactly. Oh man, yeah, that would bring some amazing character development because I feel like Dabi so far is just mysterious but like really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
Can't
see.
have a freaking flame. You can't put as much of the spotlight on Shoto and Endeavor, and then have like a freaking flame corked villain and say there's no relation to them at all. He just happens
Yeah.
to be evil and have the same powers. You know?
Yeah, that's stupid. And the fact that they had to go out of their way to mention the fact that his oldest brother like is gone or whatever
Mm-hmm.
happened. I don't
It's like,
remember.
ooh.
So it's like it's almost as if they're telling you this is what's gonna happen. At
Yeah,
least I feel that way.
100%.
I think Dobby was really cool. He was my wallpaper for a long time because the blue fire is just cool looking. Just overall,
Yeah,
with
any
Dobby
villain
is so
with blue
cool.
fire is cool.
And he's intimidating. He looked after Stain, who was also really cool. So that means his
Mhm.
priorities are like better than most villains. I don't know. Where do you think we should put him?
But then you also have to look at that, like, is
Oh,
he really a villain? Like, has he done, like, villain-y things? I know that he's attacked people and done stuff with the League of Villains,
oops.
but what has he himself accomplished?
That is true. I'm trying to. Well, okay, we'll just go anime only
Okay.
because I'm not gonna spoil something. But I guess in the anime, you're right. He's just really with the. He just kind of follows and tags along with the League of Villains and doesn't
Mhm.
like contribute that much. Because in the camp thing, all he did was set the place on fire, which didn't inherently kill anyone.
No,
It
it
just
was a
kind
good
of
diversion and
yeah, it
whatnot,
was just
but yeah.
annoying. I say pretty good, just in the fact that we don't know too much about him, but he's like
Mhm.
really dope.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm down for that.
all right. Oh boy, the one I was just mentioning, Stain. I
Ooh.
used to not like Stain because I thought the arc was a little bit boring, if I'm being honest. But
Mhm.
more that I talk to Tyler, the more that he convinces me, Stain is a great villain.
He is. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he and his ideologies are so on point. Like he's not going about it the best way ever, but
Mhm.
the fact that he's out here showing false heroes that they're false heroes, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. He's the embodiment of the meme where it's like when you're listening to the anime villain and they're low-key
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of making a lot.
they're making a couple good points, and you're just like sweating. You're like, oh gosh, uh, uh, did Stain die? I don't think he did.
I think he just got captured, if I remember correctly. It's been a while.
Oh, I wonder. I kind of hope he comes back. That would be
Yeah, he
cool.
escaped. Ooh.
And if he had like, well, I know he's not one to team up because like he said it himself, but like if he found other people with the same actual like ideologies as him and worked with them, he would be so OP. But he already kind of is in himself. I don't know. I say amazing or Satan tier. What do you think?
I mean, I know all villains typically get, and then you also have to look at the fact that, like, is he actually a villain if he's fighting for, like, he wants
Yeah.
actual heroes to be repping?
Well, at the end
So
of the
I
day,
would say Satan tier, mainly because he's not entirely evil, but he does kill a few fools, so,
yeah. See, that's the thing. When guys that are watching, when we're saying they're not evil, we're not saying they haven't done anything wrong ever. Like, I don't know if you would be like, you said Joker's a good guy. Like, no, I didn't. He still murdered someone and, you know, all this stuff. Next, we have Kubitsuji from Demon Slayer. I am so glad I got that right the first time because I used to never get that right.
AKA Michael Jackson.
Yes, I was about to bring that up. Just because he looks like Michael Jackson, I think that puts him a grade higher than he would have been originally.
Yes. I mean, honestly, just Satan tier. Or Michael Jackson tier is where he should be, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Like I said with Dio, this would be Dio tier right here, and then we'd have Michael Jackson tier right in between. Dio and Satan tier. So just imagine that he's there. Just imagine that he's there. Next, we have Lord Nuxenor. You know more about him than I probably do. I'm really new to the AniTube scene. So what do you think about him?
Listen, this man is the embodiment of chaotic evil, okay? And maybe not evil, but definitely, at the very least, chaotic neutral. All right? Like, this man does what he wants, when he wants, says what he wants, whatever, okay? So he's basically a wild card. You can put him wherever you want, and he'll fit there.
One question. Is his IQ dumb high?
Is it dumb high? I think it's pretty dumb high.
Okay, like 189?
Like 189.
All right. So I think that's Satan tier.
Satan tier. Nuxenor tier. Lord Flexenor tier.
Yes. Okay, next we have Orochimaru, which is really interesting because I've heard people that don't like him, but a lot of people do like him, I think.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good, but he kind of comes across as a little generic at points.
That's true. I think for just his impact alone, he's higher, I guess.
Yeah. And I feel like we kind of don't get closure with him as a character at the end of Naruto because he's like just running around doing whatever in Boruto, you know?
Yeah,
So
I
it's
found that
like,
so stupid. Honestly, that's one of my
it's,
problems with Boruto. They just don't really explain Orochimaru at all. Like they just explain that he has a son, and like
mhm.
I mean, Mitsuki or however you say it is pretty cool, I think, but it doesn't get rid of the fact that Orochimaru is still like there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I say pretty good,
Pretty
but
good, yeah.
okay, that works.
Don't hate us. We know he's a great villain, but like
Yeah,
the lack of closure knocks him down a tier or
and
two.
also comparing him to these other people, I'd say kind of puts him a bit lower.
Mhm.
Next, we have Thanos from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or we could
Thanos an
say the
anime
comics too.
character?
He is now. Well, I saw a video on YouTube where they put Avengers Infinity War with the Naruto opening 16, so I think that just makes him automatically an anime character now.
Oh, automatically an anime character. Give this man a Crunchyroll award, all right?
Let's go! Best animation. It looks so real.
Yes.
I'd say he's kind of like a couple of the other villains where his ideologies are on point, but his way of doing things isn't exactly the best, because he does say like he wants, the world to not just end up like his, because his world didn't have resources, they had too many people and all that stuff. I'd say
Killed his daughter though.
that is true. That's very true.
He was sad, but he still went ahead and did it, you know?
Yeah,
It's pretty evil.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's just something where you have to like praise the man, not for killing his daughter, but for being like so like, I guess, prepared to do anything to meet his goal.
Yeah.
Because
credit where credit is due.
he doesn't hate his daughter, which we've seen. Like he actually like loves her, even though he doesn't really love anything, or like in a really weird relationship type of way. But like, so that was definitely hard for him to do. I'd say as a character, either amazing or I don't think I could put him Satan tier though, because
I think amazing too, pretty legit.
All right, we only have two more left. Dio from Part 1, who I actually prefer to Dio from Part 3, as much as people would hate me for saying that.
Oh, I mean, Dio from Part 1's pretty legit. I mean, we all have to start from somewhere, you know?
That's true. I think younger Dio looks really cool too. But just in general, Part 1's like story is so like, how do I even describe this? Because as much as people hate on Part 1, its story was really good, I think. It had a few boring episodes in the middle, but the start was really solid and the end was amazing. It had like a great, I guess, storytelling with Dio and Jonathan's connection, and he wasn't as bad as he was in Part 3, but he was still a super villainous person.
Very, very clever and witty individual as well.
Yeah.
Sly, if you will.
And like I always say with Part 1 in general, Part 3 Dio just makes you appreciate Part 1 Dio more. Just
That's
as
true.
like Part 3 makes you appreciate Part 1 more, in my opinion. Yeah, and like I would put him either at amazing or Satan tier, but I think amazing works.
Amazing works. We can't have him, quite as high as his older, kind of better self.
That is true, because older Dio is obviously way more evil.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, if we had Part 6 Dio here, they made this man. Wait, have you read Part 6?
I haven't gotten that far.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to like spoil anything.
back.
No, he's not like alive. He's not alive. It's just flashbacks.
Oh, okay.
I totally worded that weird. But in like these flashbacks, because I'm not gonna try and spoil too much, but don't hate me because I might spoil a little bit. But he influences the Part 6 villain quite a bit, and so it has flashbacks of when he was still alive, and he's like seen healing people and being all smart and wise and talking about advancing your stand to heaven, and he's like a way better guy than Part 3 Dio is, and it's really odd, and he's drawn obviously in a different art style, so he's like skinny and beautiful.
Hell yeah. Dio. I freaking love Dio. He's probably like my favorite villain ever.
Dio is like the main reason why I started watching JoJo's in general. Like, man.
And not to mention the memes.
Yes, as cringy as people say Kono Dio does, I enjoy them still. I enjoy those memes. Yeah. There's so many memes. And he gave birth to a memer himself.
That's true. Oh my gosh. If you know the piano's happening, somebody's butt's getting kicked.
Big facts. I just take a drink of my water because my mouth was dry. I was out here with Orochimaru lips, or maybe Dobby lips, actually.
Okay. We know you're watching with dry lips. Don't try to lick them now.
I love that meme. I love that meme so much. It's like, hey, you stop scrolling with the dry ass lips. And it's like, no. And the thing is, I actually fell for one of those the first time I saw it, and that just made it that much funnier.
I was like, dang.
It was one with Goku, and he had a gun, and it was like, it was so funny. And speaking of Dragon Ball, amazing segue. I just set these up for myself. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Vegeta, wow. Which is also up for debate because he's definitely not a villain anymore, but you can't deny that he was a villain at this point.
Just stick him in friggin' D.O. tier. That man deserves to be in D.O. tier, alright?
Yeah. Vegeta, I don't know about this, but he's one of my favorite Dragon Ball characters. I was going to say my favorite, but I don't feel like thinking about that right now.
I think he's right now, without really stopping and thinking about it, he's probably my favorite character.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Just off the top of my head, he's my favorite that comes up. I really hope he gets a win. I haven't read the latest chapter of the Super manga, but the one before that made it look like he was going to get a W. A big old W.
Really?
Yeah.
He keeps getting gypped.
That's what I'm saying.
Wins and whatnot, you know?
It would have been perfect.
I don't mean to say gypped. That might be, offensive to some. He keeps getting robbed of wins and whatnot because every time he's about to have some moment, some glorious victory of some sort, Goku comes in and freaking steals it, and it's always
I will say
worst
two things. First, he definitely should have beat Frieza in Resurrection F.
100%.
That would have been the greatest thing ever. Yeah. Second, I will say the only good thing that really happened for him was beating whatever the next destruction of God was from Team Universe. I don't remember what universe it was, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that was really cool because technically he defeated the God of Destruction, which is in itself a really impressive feat. Yeah. So a little bit of context for the manga without spoiling too much. I don't think you're someone who's going to kill me for this because I've already done this twice. So right now in the manga, there's Moro. Have you heard of him?
Okay.
He's like the new villain. He started off really weak. They fought him. They were able to beat him in Super Saiyan, but then he got like really OP because that's what happens with Dragon Ball. And he got to the point where he beat Ultra Instinct Goku like to a pulp. So Vegeta comes in using instant transmission because he's been training a lot. And he's like, I found a technique that can like beat him. And I don't remember what happened in the next thing, but I'm pretty sure it's going well. I don't know if he's going to actually like beat him or not because I doubt Toriyama's going to let that happen. But it's looking pretty good right now.
All right, interesting.
I think, yeah, Super right now is pretty good. I like the anime, but I just couldn't find myself to praise it as much as some people do. But a lot of people hate it too. Huh?
I want the anime to come back.
You don't?
I said I want it to come back. Like I'm waiting for it to return.
I'd say this is the first Dragon Ball series that I watched. Well, no, because I watched Dragon Ball Z when it came out, like on Adult Swim and whatnot. But it definitely wasn't like the first time it came out. But it was Kai. But Dragon Ball Super is the first one that I watched from the start. Because Dragon Ball Z, I started watching from like, I think Cell's arc, and then I went back and watched it all later.
Oh, really?
Because I just watched it with my brother weekly. I was like 9. I was like, oh my god, Super Saiyan. Oh no, Cell's gonna beat him. I was.
But wait, that can't happen. He's the good guy.
Yeah. Oh man, I that's pretty much one of the main reasons why I love the Cell arc so much. But okay, that's enough of me just talking about random things. So we're done with this. We just added another like 5 minutes to the runtime. But if you're watching this far, I love you because you're giving me more watch time to my 4,000 hours that I need for YouTube, greatest villain in all of anime, to get me monetized so I can stop being such a broke bitch. Thank you for TKDono for coming on. Guys, check out his channel. He's funny. His dad's funnier. No offense.
Wow. Damn. What a way to advertise someone.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. They're both equally funny.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah, that's if you want to plug anything, go ahead, man.
No, he pretty much said it all. I do stuff on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter and all that fun stuff. I'm sure he'll put links in the description. And yeah, have an amazing day.
All right, since he doesn't have to plug anything else, I'm also going to plug the Teddy Anime Cast while we're here. Because he's actually going to be on the next one. And since I'm talking about podcasts, I'm going to bring up my other podcast, the We Borno podcast, even though we haven't had one come out in like a month. We're having one come out this Saturday. Oh my god, did I stop being lazy and actually organize something? Yes, I did. I'm going to stop rambling because I'm just taking up your time at this point. But also, I have a new video on Friday and a Kaguya-sama related song coming out Sunday. So be sure to look out for that, guys. Peace, I guess. Oh, wait. No. I have a Discord as well. That link will also be in the description along with Dono's stuff. So,
Heck yeah.
Peace out. Have a good day, everyone. And, just keep on vibing.